Hey, have you ever wondered how much you might receive every month when you're retired from CPP and from OAS? Well, in today's video, I'm going to explain how to find that out so you can understand what to expect, whether you're close to retirement or you're a long ways from retirement. We're going to dive into exactly how to figure out how much you'll get per month from both those government pensions. So let's dive into the video. And if you haven't been here before, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. We're going to be dropping lots and lots of good content on these related topics. So let's dive right in. So the reality is that in Canada, most people actually have no idea how much they might be receiving in retirement from CPP and from OAS. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you the best case scenario if you were 65 years of age in 2025 and you were receiving the maximum CPP and maximum OAS benefit every single month. So the maximum amount in this year is $2,160.67. That's guaranteed monthly income from CPP and OAS that also is going to go up over time because the cost of living goes up. Therefore, both those benefits are indexed to inflation, so they will also increase. Now, another key feature is that your spouse, theoretically, if they were the same age at 65 this year, and they decided to start taking out their CPP and their OAS alongside of you, they're also going to receive that same maximum amount of $2,160.67. So together, that is over $4,200 per month between the household in CPP and OAS benefits alone. Now, for all you technical folks that want to see an actual breakdown of the numbers, let's take a look at what exactly that breaks down to. So as you can see, the maximum amount of CPP benefits in 2025 is $1,433 monthly. And for OAS, we can see the maximum monthly amount starting at age 65 till 74 is $727.67. Now, obviously not everyone's going to get the maximum, but a lot of people do. And another big question that I get is it worth it to take CPP and OAS later, for example, at age 70, as opposed to taking it at age 65? And the answer is that it depends. So if we take our CPP later at 70, we actually will receive 42% more than if we took it at 65. And if we take OAS at 70, we actually get 36% more versus taking it at 65. So it is a significant amount more, but we're also waiting by 5 years to start taking that amount. So that's obviously a significant increase, but the reality is for everyone, it depends on your specific scenario, whether or not it makes sense to do that. Now, if we do wait till age 70, the maximum that we can get per month from both CPP and OAS combined actually goes up to $3,024.63. That is almost $900 more per month per spouse, guaranteed to also increase over time. So that is a fairly significant amount when you look at both combined incomes of about $6,000 monthly for just a CPP and OAS benefit alone. Now, there's many reasons why you would or why you would not want to wait the extra 5 years to get more CPP and OAS benefits. But that's a totally different video that we'll go into details on about when it makes sense to take that CPP or OAS. Now, that's all fine and dandy to know the maximum, but how much will you actually receive? If you don't get the maximum, it's going to be based on how much you and your employer have contributed over time for CPP. For OAS, however, it's determined based simply on the amount of years that you've lived in Canada over the age of 18. So if you've lived in Canada for 40 years beyond the age of 18 and you're receiving your benefits for OAS, you will then receive the maximum amount. It's very, very cut and dry. But for CPP, it's a little bit different because there's a maximum yearly contribution, and that would have to be hit for a certain amount of years in order to receive the maximum CPP as well. So to estimate how much you'll get for CPP, you can go to your statement of contributions. This is what's going to be able to tell you how much you'll be estimated to receive from CPP. Now, to estimate OAS, you have to take the number of years you've lived in Canada above the age of 18 and divide that by 40, and then multiply that by the maximum OAS payment. So for example, if I lived in Canada for 20 years above the age of 18, I would divide 20 by 40, that gives me 0.5, and I multiply that by the maximum CPP payment of $727.67, and that will give me $363 per month Now, the $1,000,000 question is, what if we're younger, in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and we're nowhere near 65? How then do we estimate how much we'll receive from CPP and from OAS in the future? Now, the best way to do this, and I'll leave a link below in the description for this calculator, but I like to use this handy calculator from Ativa. So what I like to do is change this to monthly, and I like to put down however many years until 65. So if I'm 30, I would put 35 years. For inflation rate, I like to just keep that at the default of 2%. Of course, we don't know exactly what that's going to be. For maximum monthly benefits, you can see as of January 2024 what it was, as well as the projected benefit. So in this case, this is estimating that 27.29 monthly is going to be the maximum in 35 years from now. As well as at the bottom, you can see the OAS amount of 1427 as opposed to the maximum of about 700 in 2024. And below here, we can actually see what the average is as of 2023, as well as the projected average in the next 35 years for everything also. Now, for a more serious deep dive, please stay tuned because we're going to make a separate video going over all these benefits and when it would make sense in a financial plan to take them. But I hope you got value. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a thumbs up and a comment, and we will hope to see you in the next video.